Okay, are we on? Yes, we're on. Hey, aloha, everyone. We are live and inspired today. The reason why I'm doing this video, well, as you can tell from the title, you guessed it. Um, Captain Marvel has crossed the 100 or $1 billion mark. I almost said 100 billion. That would be crazy. But no, it's crossed the $1 billion mark. Yay! Golf clap. All right. Yeah, it actually did it yesterday, Wednesday. Today is Thursday. So, yeah. So, hey, thanks. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and as always, aloha. No, we're not gonna. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna be that crazy short. As you can tell, I'm trying something new. I don't have the headphones on. It feels really weird not hearing my voice within the headphones, but I didn't really feel like messing up my hair because I gotta go to work. Now you can think that's a joke, or you can actually think I'm being very vain. Whichever one you want, I don't care. It's at your discretion. So, but I am gonna check something real quick. I do. Okay, there we go. All right, so I need to check the audio. Audio is coming in really good. So that's beautiful. Beautiful. All right. But yeah, I can't believe it. Okay, so and let me get into the intro real quick. I am your excuse me. I am your host, not co-host, but host, Gregory Cobrano, also known as Handsome Cobra. To all the ladies out there, and everyone else too. But yeah. Ooh. But yeah, we are live and inspired today, and this detail comes from The Hollywood Reporter and Variety. Variety says, I have this up, that the blockbuster Captain Marvel has generated $350 million in North America, along with $645 million overseas. Okay, and also too, Captain Marvel is the 7th pick in the Marvel Cinematic Universe to reach this milestone. Joining the ranks of Avengers Infinity War, Black Panther, The Avengers, Captain America, Civil War, Avengers Age of Ultron, and Iron Man 3. It also marks the 18th Disney movie to gross over $1 billion. The 21st film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or MCU, have collectively hauled $18.5 billion to date. Wow, that is crazy. And so, yeah, that's just, wow, man, that's nuts. That, like I said, that was actually from Variety. I was reading a little bit of the Hollywood Reporter. I believe the Hollywood Reporter was the first one to report on it. I was actually looking for that one at first, but it didn't pop up. The Variety one popped up. And yeah, it basically says the same thing. And it says ahead of characters' appearance in Avengers Endgame hits theaters April 26th. Okay, so yeah, basically it's talking about this movie is ahead of Avengers Endgame, which like I said before, it hits the 26th. So yay! And I'm actually, I'm not gonna lie, I really wasn't stoked for Avengers Endgame. I've been more stoked for Shazam, which I am probably gonna see tomorrow. I'm gonna try to do an early screening of it since tomorrow's Friday. I probably won't be able to see it tonight because I'm working. So, and by the time I get off work, I probably won't have time to see it. But I am probably going to go tomorrow and see it. So yay for that. So I'll probably wake up, try to get the first screening of it, and also too it'll be a little bit the matinee show and be a little bit easier on the old pocketbook as well. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to Billy Batson, Captain Marvel, Shazam, and man, I don't know. I may see Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers in the theater before Endgame, I don't know. I may just break down and do it. Who knows? I may get a wild hair up my bum and just do it, on a ruse, I don't know, on a whim. I don't know, but yeah, man, it is a good time to be alive, I must say. But yeah, I'm just so excited. I'm so happy. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I have like a whole bunch of phlegm up my nose. I don't know why. And in my my chest cavity system right now, we're going to get all scientific and technological. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's just, I don't think I'm getting sick. I don't feel sick. It's just crazy. But yeah, I'm pretty stoked. It's pretty super stoked. I mean, I'm pretty excited for both. All three, actually. Yeah. Fuck it. But yeah, Endgame. Oh man. What was it? I wanted to talk about Endgame a little bit because I've seen the latest trailer, and the one where you see Jeremy Renner with the fucking Ronin tattoo. I'm like, good God, man. I mean, I'm pretty tatted up myself, but man, I was like, man, I had to say, I was a little jealous. I was a little jealous of that tat. Like, man, that's some good ink. But yeah. So, but no, I actually yeah, I'm looking forward to, because like I knew Ronin from the New Avengers comic book, and I would always see when Brian Michael Bendis was on New Avengers, and they would always tease that fucking character, right? And it's quite interesting, like the history of the Ronin character, because you had, number one, it was supposed to be originally the character was supposed to be Daredevil, right? Brian Michael Bendis wanted Daredevil to actually be Ronin, but he actually made Maya, Echo, Ronin at first, and I believe she's a mute lady with abilities. She first showed up in Daredevil, and the David Mack was the one. I believe he was the first one, or it could have been Bendis could have created her. I think it was David Mack who created her. I could be wrong about that. But yeah, Echo was the first Ronin, and then Clint Barton, after the whole House of M fiasco, where Wanda Maximoff, Scarlet Witch, basically changed reality and stuff. He came back. He actually was with Doctor Strange and in a Sanctum Sanctorum, and Doctor Strange actually kept his identity and him being alive stuff secret, and from all the other Avengers, and was like, hey, listen, look, you can stay here and stuff, but Stephen Strange basically implored him to join the New Avengers and stuff like that, and eventually he broke down and did. And I think his first appearance in the Ronin costume was actually issue 27 and of New Avengers, and it's very cool because I mean they're in Japan, I believe Tokyo, and they're going against the Hand, and Echo was actually captured by the Hand, and she was actually marked by the Hand, I think, because on her face, like, she has a hand imprint. That's kind of like a white hand imprint on her face, across her face. And it's actually really cool. But the thing is like during like the first, and we don't even see Ronin show up until like I think like issue 11 is like the actual first appearance of the character. And what's crazy is that like in all the variant covers and stuff for like the New Avengers, like number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, they all show this fucking character Ronin, and you're like, ooh, who the fuck is this? I figured it was Clint Barton come back, but there was like this whole like fiasco too. It's that everyone suspected that it was Clint Barton who came back from dead after House of M, but everyone was saying no. And then Brian Michael Bendis, what's fucked up is that Brian Michael Bendis back in the day, he said, no, I didn't have any fucking, no, it wasn't going to be Daredevil, because everyone kind of figured it was going to be Daredevil too. It would either be Clint Barton or Daredevil. And then he was like, no, it's not going to be Daredevil. Then all of a fucking sudden, he's like, there's like a hardcover of, oh shit, man, I don't know. It's like the new Avengers hardcover of that story arc. And then he's like, yeah, or it was yeah, it was like a Daredevil hardcover or New Avengers. But he's like, yeah, I originally wanted that, but basically at Brubaker at the time, he was doing his run on Daredevil after Brian Michael Bendis did, and basically because the stories wouldn't link up, right, in continuity, Brian Michael Bendis couldn't use Daredevil, so then he went with Echo, and then later on, Echo gets captured, and then Clint Barton takes over the moniker or the persona of Ronin, so that way he could fucking patrol around and do some superhero shit, which fucking makes sense because Clint Barton was a master martial artist, not just a fucking, you know, guy who was good at fucking archery and shit. Also, too, the man wielded Captain America's shield and at one point is actually better at fucking angling and doing acrobatics and shit with the fucking shield than Captain America is, because Clint Barton knows how to do trick shots and shit. I mean, and that's a true thing. Is like they actually say that in the comic books. I mean, the only one who is holds a candle with the Cap is Bucky Cap, right? You know, Bucky Barnes. But yeah, I mean, but yeah, Clint Barton fucking outdid Cap in the realm of, you know, throwing the shield and trick shotting it and doing all that jazz. He was better handed to wield, which is like really weird too, because as far as I knew, Captain America's shield was made out of adamantium and vibranium, and adamantium's a heavy fucking metal, right? And you got to be a strong motherfucker. That's why whenever you see like Bucky Barnes or Bucky Cap wielding the shield, he always picks it up with the fucking with his robotic arm, because that's because of the adamantium. Vibranium's not heavy; it's very lightweight and durable. But adamantium, you know, it's like, as far as I knew, I mean, it was supposed to be more adamantium than vibranium, but who the fuck knows? You know, it's like every writer writes differently than the other. But at the end of the day, I was really stoked and really hyped and really, it's really cool that they actually have the Ronin character. I mean, fuck, man, I got the Funko Pop of a Hawkeye in the Ronin uniform, you know, of the Avengers Endgame movie. So, and I know there's like and he's unmasked and stuff, and it actually says Hawkeye on it. It's kind of weird because there's actually one from Walmart that actually is a it's a Walmart exclusive and actually has Hawkeye in the Ronin uniform, and he's and he has like the hood, the baklava mask and stuff like that, and it actually says Ronin, doesn't say Hawkeye on it, but it's a Walmart only. It says Walmart only, and so or Walmart exclusive. And yeah, and then they have what is it? The Legends 6-inch action figure, which I actually pre-ordered that from GameStop, you know, where I work. So I did that yesterday. So yay! And it's actually a really cool action figure. I mean, it looks badass. So yeah, I implore people, you know, fucking. I mean, I'm not really big into action figures and stuff like that, but I do have a few. Like you can see UK Spider-Man in the back next to Captain Marvel Billy Batson there on my bookshelf. And then I have a Shazam action figure in the style of Gary Frank and Captain Marvel Billy Batson on my desk on my computer desk here, you know. And then, well, that too. Oh yeah, Tariel from the Hobbit trilogy in her Jedi robes or Jedi training robes. Yeah, from was it Last Jedi? So yeah, I have a few. I'm trying to check and see if there's any. No, no. I feel like I have one more. Oh yeah, Old Man Logan. That's who I got. Oh hey Adrian, what's up, man? Yeah, dude, just talking about Captain Marvel, man, crossing a billion. Just it's not gonna be too long, man. But yeah, hey, thanks for stopping in, brother. Oh, sweet, man. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, I gotta go to work here in a few too. But yeah, I'm just making this video because I did a video earlier about Captain Marvel on its way to on its way of crossing a billion, and I figured it would cross a billion sometime this week. I didn't know when, and yeah, I heard yesterday. Like I got in pretty late yesterday. That's why I didn't make the video last night. And because like by the time I got around to it, I was just like, man, I'm so tired. But I was like, man, I'm gonna do it today. So, so work. Yeah, two and I saw the trailer, and it's so good. Yeah, and talking a little bit about the character Ronan, not Ronan the Accuser, but actually Ronan from the New Avengers, Ronin, like like a masterless samurai, which is pretty cool because my mother's Japanese, so that's awesome. So big shout out to my moms. Hey, Leiko, if you're watching, hey. But yeah, because she's actually a descendant from traditional like a samurai, so I guess technically that would make me. Uh, but like yeah, it's like, and what's really cool, and I will say this, like my mom's like her brother, her eldest brother, because my mom she's from Japan, and that born in Japan, but she actually came here to the United States. I think University of Chicago actually, and studied there. And the thing is that I think she has an older brother. I think she has like two. I think she's the youngest of three children. But her father was so my grandfather was a professor, like an English professor in Tokyo, in Japan, and so she so yeah, my father and my mom's they got married in Japan and like the mountains and stuff, and it was actually pretty cool. Like I wasn't there, uh, but yeah, it was pretty dope. But yeah, but my pops he showed me pictures like Polaroid pictures of like him like with the family's like samurai sword, like him holding it and shit, and like you have to understand my pops is a goofy ass white dude holding a fucking samurai sword, and he's just like, ha ha, like it's like, oh god, And my mom's is kind of like, fucking Richard, what the fuck you doing? You know? It's like not. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. But yeah, and then but her brother, the eldest brother, has the uh basically it's passed down the actual samurai garb or armor and the sword, and it's like I can't remember how many times a week that he actually takes it out and actually oils everything and polishes it and stuff like that. But it's pretty cool. I mean, it's like it's very interesting, fascinating stuff. And I'll ask my mom's when I'm in South Florida again. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, so that's why it's yeah, that's why the whole like Ronin stuff. I'm just like, yeah, man, that's fucking badass. But and that's like when I was a kid, man, I learned about like seppuku and all that shit, man. I was like, oh shit, motherfucker, you should do that shit. I was like, ah, damn, man. Oh yeah, I love like feudal Japan and stuff, man. Learn about that shit, man, from my mom's. That was pretty cool. And I was like, man, they did that shit, mom. That's fucking dope. But but not really, because it's like yeah. But yeah, but see, like I grew up on like Kurosawa stuff and like Yojimbo and Sanjuro and Seven Samurai, you know, all that stuff, man. Like oh, like Robotech 2. Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, I totally am too, man. I love samurai movies, man. I love that stuff. But yeah, man, it's like, oh, man. Now I'm going down a damn rabbit hole. But yeah, I mean, so when I saw the character Ronan, I thought that was pretty badass, man. Oh yeah, and another character who, okay, so we have, okay, so Maya Echo was first, then Clint Barton, then we have there was another one after him. Oh, it was Red Guardian was uh fucking Ronin for a bit in the comics, which was kind of weird and crazy. I don't know. I just heard about him. I know that he was, and someone was telling me kind of like the backstory a little bit. But then in the Mighty Avengers, I think it was Volume 2, where Greg Land was doing the art. And that was when Superior Spider-Man Doc Ock teamed up with them with Luke Cage and Blue Marvel. Actually, yeah, Ronan shows up again, but it's actually Blade, Eric Brooks, is actually revealed to be Ronan. And the way he gets it's pretty fascinating. The way he gets the costume is because they actually give it to him because he's like wearing this like I don't know, like what is it, Halloween Express like costume at first, which I don't understand why Blade the fuck would do that. Why the fuck Blade would do that? But I mean, it's pretty fucking crazy. But yeah, so and then they're like, hey, here's and there's like a big like box of Clint Barnes old stuff, and they're like, hey, there's a costume, there's a proper costume in there, man. Like maybe you should like use that. And then yeah, so he actually dons it, and there's like a fire or something that happens, and then it actually burns the mask, and he actually takes the mask off at the end, and then you see that it's Blade, and I'm like, fuck yeah, you know, I'm like Wesley Snipes, yo, when Wesley Snipes was good, you know, like New Jack City, fucking Wesley Snipes, you know, Passion 57, Rising Sun, all that stuff, not fucking whatever he's doing now, Snipes. Going on redemption tour and with his prayer beads type shit. I mean, I mean, I'm not guilty tour or whatever the fuck he's doing because that guy just with his chakras and shit. Oh god. But now I'm going on another. Oh, it's the book is The Mighty Avengers. It's I believe it's volume 2 if I'm not mistaken. I do not know. I cannot remember I have them. I cannot remember who was the writer on it, but it's the one where Luke Cage is in charge because there's actually 2 volumes. There's the Mighty Avengers where I believe Carol Danvers, Miss Marvel, when she was Miss Marvel, she was in charge of the Mighty Avengers. And this is actually after Civil War and stuff. And then I think volume 2 picks up Luke Cage is in charge, Blue Marvel is there, Adam Brashear. I think Monica Rambeau is also there too. Spectrum. Like I said before, like I think the first 5 issues. What's his name? Doc Ock, Superior Spider-Man. He actually is teamed up with them like in the first volume, and then he leaves. I think in like issue 6 or some shit, or issue 5, because him and Luke Cage like have a fight. Yeah, Luke Cage was it's actually pretty cool, man, because Luke Cage for a while was like the leader of the New Avengers and the Mighty Avengers. And but yeah. I would check it out. I think it's only 14 issues. Like that whole Mighty Avengers, the second volume. Greg Land does the artwork. I actually like Greg Land's art. I think it looks very realistic. A lot of people say that he traces and stuff like that. Or like he traces like porn star people, you know, because you always see like a woman with her mouth open, like that or some shit. Like everyone's saying, oh, she's making the sucking dick face because like every woman I guess he draws has like an open mouth, and I don't really look at it like that. And I guess like he was on an interview or some shit where he said, yeah, I kind of, you know, to draw beautiful women. I guess he said that he got inspiration from you know, adult film stars, but I don't know if that's true. So that just could be fucking hearsay or just people just coming up with their own speculations. But I mean, yeah, I mean, you know, I mean, if you're in the adult film industry, you kind of have to, you know, look a certain way. Men have to look a certain way, and women have to look a certain way. So it's like, you know, I mean, if that is true, then okay. I mean, but I like his art. I mean, that's just, but that's just me. It's like he'd also did Greg Land did the Future Imperfect story arc for Secret Wars, like that run. When Secret Wars 2015, it was a tie-in, and it's actually really good. I mean, I have all those too. Like I think it's like 3 or 4 issues. Those are really good too. Cannot remember who was the writer on that one, but yeah, it's Origin. Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, that's where I think he first. Yeah, for Crossgen. Yeah, I think that's where he started. Was Sorgen, yeah, or however you pronounce. I think that's how you pronounce it. There's a funny story is that I was really big into. Well, I still am, I guess. I was really big into Dungeons and Dragons. Now this is for everybody. I was really big into Dungeons and Dragons, but I still am. But especially like second edition, because that's where I started with. I played a little bit at first. I never really liked it, but second edition, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. And so there's the Dark Elf trilogy with a character called Drizzt Do'Urden. Now, if you don't know what Drizzt Do'Urden is, he's a dark elf with 2 scimitars. I think Twinkle and Icebrand. I believe that's what the name of the scimitars are. And every motherfucker on the planet at this time would make a dark elf ranger who had 2 weapon fighting with 2 motherfucking scimitars, man. But then R.A. Salvatore came out with the Dark Elf trilogy, and one of them was Homeland, another one was Sorgen, and a third one, I can never fucking remember. But yeah, I would always say Sorgen, so I think that's how you pronounce it. I could be fucking wrong. I don't know. But yeah. Exile. Yes, Exile. That's the one. Yeah. And yeah, so you have Homeland, Exile, and Sorgen. So, and I think Sorgen is the one, if I'm not mistaken, or Exile. One of them is like he actually learns from a blind ranger, this like blind human ranger, how to fight and stuff, and it's pretty cool. I mean, he already knew how to fight, you know, growing up in Menza Baranzan. Now that's a fucking name, you know. The Dark Elf City, and it's actually pretty cool because it's actually ruled by a spider queen, and all the women are it's a matriarchal society. So all the women, and actually, what was really cool is that just a side note, Drizzt Do'Urden was actually supposed to be sacrificed in like the first book. You know, he's on the fucking they're sacrificed because you cannot have so many male heirs. It's basically like euthanasian kind of, and oh yeah, I guess that it would be euthanasian, but and so you have to sacrifice, like I think it's like if you have like a second or third male heir, you sacrifice to Spider Queen, and next thing you know, one of his older sisters killed his brother, one of the younger, well, his older brother, the sister's younger brother, the oldest sister's younger brother. She kills this motherfucker, and then that's when Drizzt is basically saved. He's saved by his eldest sister, you know, and his sister's such a meanie in it. Oh man. Yeah. Oh yeah, Icewind. Yeah, Icewind Dale is like when you first meet Drizzt Do'Urden, and then actually you actually meet Artemis Atreri, his nemesis. I've always liked Artemis Atreri myself, and I used to own the Cell Swords trilogy, Artemis and Jarlaxle. Jarlaxle is actually another dark elf. He was actually friends with Dritz's father, Zach. Oh my god, I can talk about this for days. Shit. I'm just going down a deep rabbit hole. Thank you, Adrian. Thank you, Adrian T. 2099 for forget. This is like impromptu, not planned. But no, that's so good. But yes, getting back on Avengers Endgame. I'm looking so forward to. I'm so looking forward to Avengers Endgame. I'm looking forward to, and I actually like it. And here's the thing too, is that a lot of people were poo-pooing, and I honestly, okay, so number one, I like Jeremy. Number one, I like Jeremy Renner as an actor. I think he's a phenomenal actor. If you haven't seen The Town, I mean, I grew up in fucking New England, so and that's where my family's from. So it's pretty cool, you know. It's like and he's a great character. He really nails the Bostonian accent really well, and you believe that motherfucker is from like central Boston and stuff like that. So, I mean, and his character's name, I believe was real name's James, but he goes by the name Gem, yeah, GEM. And yeah, so that's kind of like his nickname, Gem. But yeah, they call him Gem, but his real name's James. But yeah, he does a phenomenal job, and I liked him in The Messenger or Don't Shoot the Messenger. That was really good. Jeremy Renner is just a phenomenal actor. So I thought it was very appropriate, especially like when you see him in the first fucking trailer for it, where it looks like he's in fucking Tokyo, and he's like kills this like fucking mob dude, or like fatally wounds him, and you see him like with the Dido just kind of like going across his arm like that, cleaning the blade. And if you don't know what a Dido is a ninjutsu sword. So a katana is more of a samurai sword, but a Dido is actually a ninjutsu sword. So, and yeah, or yeah, or is it Wakasashi or Dido? Now I'm confused. I think it's Dido, but it could be Wakasashi or Dido. Shit. Okay, and now I'm. Oh, fuck it. Okay, either way, it's one of those. It's been a while. But yeah, you see him, and then he takes the mask off, and like Scarlet Witch is like right there. And basically you just see him just kind of like his whole fucking expression, just like looking at her like, this is what I've become. Because number one, Clint Barton has always been a badass martial artist. Number two, it's like, that motherfucker, like he probably lost his whole family, like his daughter, his fucking son, his wife, who was Linda Cardellini, I believe, from Freaks and Geeks. He lost everything, dude. So fucking he probably went on his own Sonjin, in or Sonjin, and just fucking in his own path of exile, and just went as far fucking away from where he could, and just totally became like a fucking like a dude for hire, just to fucking deal with the pain and loss of his of his family. And so that's why I was just kind of that's why yeah, I was just like, man, that's really fucking cool, man. Yeah, the Wakasashi is the the Wakasashi is the yeah. Yeah, I knew. Yeah, it's because you have one. Yeah, because Yeah, because you have one for. Yeah, because you have the katana, then the wakizashi. Wakizashi for guarding, and then the katana is for slicing. Yeah, and yeah, so mhm, I believe. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go with that. but yeah, it's just you see this guy just the pain on his face. Just it's like God damn, Clint, I feel bad for you. And yeah, it's just like that dude. Just he's just fucking just running away from the pain. Just he's doing a fucking Wolverine, which is I'm like that's pretty kind of cool because you could, and it's kind of cool, man, because you see this guy telling Scarlet Witch in Avengers: Age of Ultron, I'm a dude with a bow and arrow fighting this shit, but I'm getting my ass out there and I'm doing it. It's like, and that's pretty. And this is the guy, and because Hawkeye has always been more of a grounded character, kind of like with Green Arrow, right? I mean, it's um, it's always been like one of those things where it's like, well, fuck. I mean, why is a guy as a bar? What the hell is a guy with a fucking bow and arrow gonna do to a person with superpowers, right? It's like if if it's not like if it doesn't have something that's EMP related, or if it doesn't have doesn't pack a punch, right? Kind of like with Dark Knight Returns, where Green Arrow fires his kryptonite arrow at Superman, and that's how Batman gets the upper hand on him and starts kicking the shit out of him, and then fakes his death by having a heart attack, or faking a heart attack because he knew that he couldn't beat Batman or Superman, not one on one. So, and that's where everybody kind of gets mistaken about that. But but I thought that line was so poignant in Avengers: Age of Ultron that basically fucking Clint Barton knows his fucking knows his stature in the team, right? He knows his place, and he's fine with that, But he's like, listen, look, it's like, but I'm willing to sacrifice what I need, my own personal stuff. So this motherfucker and dude, who's a combination of Tony Stark, uh, uh, what is it? Not Hank Pym. What's his name? Bruce Banner, uh, Jarvis, and all these other people talking about Ultron here won't fucking set off Sokovia or nuclear holocaust. I mean, I thought that was really great, and I was like, man, that's fucking cool. And so that inspires Scarlet Witch. Oh yeah, and the Infinity Gem, the Mind Stone. Yeah, Ultron is a combination of that as well because they used the Mind Stone to create them as well. So, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. It's that Ultron just isn't Tony Stark. I mean, a big part of his personality is, but he's also Bruce Banner. He's also the Mind Stone. He's also Jarvis as well. So it's and a lot of people forget that, and because they just see, oh, well, he's a Tony Stark. It's like no, he's not. Probably like 40-50% is, but there's also peppered in other things too. So, but yeah, it's but when you see Clint Barton be all like fucking just like, yeah, bro, fucking like, yeah, kill this dude. It's like, yeah, your family's been taken from you from a fucking snap. It's like, yeah, it's like, do what you gotta do, man. Go on that dark path, and it's like, and for him, I mean, he does not want to be redeemed. I don't think that he's just dude, and the reason why he's along for the ride, because it's kind of like, if there's a chance to make things better, to undo this, then fuck yeah, he's gonna do it. I mean, he may not have any memory of it. He may not have. I don't think any of them are gonna have any. All right, Adrian. Thanks, man. All right, brother. Take care too, man. but yeah, I don't think anybody's going to have any recollection or memory of the experience. I personally don't. I think things are going to be set up in a new way. So, okay, so Adrian asked, and I'll answer this. Adrian asked, "What do you think kind of money Endgame will get?" Well, it's already made just pre-sales alone, $300 million North America. If that says anything, it beat whatever the highest one was. Oh, excuse me, for pre-sales before. Oh, Star Wars: The Force Awakens. It beat that one. So yeah, most definitely. I didn't pre. I mean, I'm very very hesitant about. I mean, I will probably see it the first weekend. Like I'll probably go Sunday, right? But I'm not going like first day. Like I don't need to see it. I'm hyped for it. Yeah, fuck yeah. But I'm not. But I'm not going to. But yeah, I probably won't. I'll wait. I'll wait till till it goes down a little bit. You know, everybody. Let all the people get their fix first, and so they can be like, "Oh my gosh, it's so great! Oh my goodness, I can't believe they did this," and stuff like that. And I'm gonna try to stay away from spoilers as much because but like I said, I mean, I'm really excited. I'm really fascinated by the character of Ronan, and I hope that they do the character justice. I hope that justice for Clint. I hope that Clint Barton does get a bit of a redemption song, basically in this, where it's like everyone, like I said before, everyone's been, hey, why the fuck do we need a guy with fucking arrows on the team? It's like, well, yeah, now the guy's more dark and shit, and the guy's like fucking probably is like an assassin now, now that the world's changed and stuff like that. And I don't think that he was in Avengers Infinity War, as far as I know. I mean, I've seen the movie. I don't think he was in at all. And so so now the dude is just fucking doing his thing, and I'm just like, that's pretty fucking cool. And I mean, and it says it's going to be, I think it's over 3 hours, so we are probably going to get a lot of his backstory and what happened to him during the events of Infinity War, and then progressing forward, and why he is the way that he is, why he has the moniker of Ronin now, and stuff like that. And like I said, I mean, I'm pretty stoked. I'm pretty excited for it. If you can, read the New Avengers, Brian Michael Bendis run with the character of Ronin, Clint Barton, and Maya Echo as Ronin as well. And I mean, and like I said, the Mighty Avengers run too, where Blade was Ronin, because basically I believe the character shows up, if I'm not mistaken, issue 3 or 4 in the Mighty Avengers Volume 2. But they never reveal him until issue 9, I think. So, but yeah, I'm really, like I said, super stoked, super jazzed. And and I'm trying to think of anything else. Really, even though I haven't seen Captain Marvel yet, I'm really happy that the movie has crossed the $1 billion mark. I'm really happy and excited for that. Like I said before, I mean, I probably will see it in the movie theater. I probably will see it before Endgame. I got to see Shazam, Captain Marvel, Billy Batson first. That one I will see. Like I said, tomorrow I'm probably going to do an early screening of that. So, and then definitely going to see Avengers Endgame now, because they got my boy in it, old Ronin. So yeah, it's and just like I said before, man, there's just a trailer, man. I've seen Clint Barton leaned up against the wall with the whole fucking full sleeve fucking Ronin tattoo, man. I mean, that was just, that kind of sold it for me, man. I was like, all right, I'll see it in the movie theater. I was already going, but I was like, okay, they're gonna actually, because like what I said before, I hope that they do give him more backstory, that they actually do have scenes, because you actually see him in one of the trailers, teaching his daughter how to use the bow and arrow and stuff, and what they're probably on his farm and stuff, and probably that's probably what they're going to flash back to when the snap happens and stuff like that, is that he's just going to see, after he like kind of wrestles her hair or pats her on the head or whatever the fuck he did, then she's just gonna dust away, and his wife is, and he's probably gonna be like, what's going on? It's like, and then he goes to his wife, and she dusts away too, and his son dusts away and stuff like that. Yeah. So, and then that's when he just goes fucking on this path of exile, and yeah, and I'm like I said, I'm really looking forward to it, and I mean, seeing the reconciliation between Tony and Cap. I mean, you knew that had to come, but I mean, it was really great seeing it in the trailer as well. And yeah, I'm just, like I said, I'm really stoked for it. I'm really excited. And yeah, and yeah, and I'm gonna let you know, this Saturday, which is the 6th, we should have a Gentleman with Cocktails. So day after tomorrow, it should be at 7 p.m. and I believe we're gonna have a special guest. I don't want to overstep my boundaries, but we're trying to get a special guest on Gentlemen of Cocktails. Excuse me. This Saturday. So yeah, look forward to that. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as always. And yeah, so yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm really excited for our guests. I know Chris is too. He's really excited, and yeah, we're both pretty stoked. So. But yeah, once again, everyone, thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you, Adrian, for coming in and on the chat on your lunch break, man. I hope you enjoyed the content. I hope everyone enjoys the content. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, share with your friends. Like I said before, like I gotta get ready. I gotta finish getting ready to go to work. And yeah, and once again, everyone, thank you so much for everything. For the views and the likes and the comments below and everything. Thank you for going on this fantastic voyage with myself and Chris as well. And I just want to say love to all, God bless, and as always, you know that magic word, aloha. All right.